Okay, so this time I want to try out the Aleppo scene with the hard mission, which is seemingly it's at briefing set 055, so that appears to be waypoint 3, which would mean it is waypoint 4 on the Abras. Is that 4? Yeah, it seems to be. And there's a FOP nearby that as well. So, otherwise I took rockets again, just I don't know what's involved in here. I heard it's got some fast, low-flying attacks. So I kept them on, and I'm going with 80% fuel this time. That looks promising. For what it's worth, I did restart the mission, you know, left shift R. It's not just a reslot. I don't know if that matters at all. Maybe it just keeps them cleaner, I don't know. Still about 40k's out, in case I didn't read there. Map scale, top of that would be at the moment be about 40k's. And of course I've got all these MGRS grids, which are, you know, 10 by 10k's. Audio scenario, so I'm just making it from both flares in case there's a lot of man pads and such. Checking all my controls also synchronized, which I mean one should do a long time ago. I left the vanilla rockets, KMs, of course ballistic setting 0. And given that I'm 36k's out and still 15 minutes out, I don't think I can be able to spot much through the scope. I mean, assuming I shouldn't be scanning these forests right now for possible threats. I'm scanning anything of interest and also behind the, you know, bars and stuff where I can't see through. Whenever you get to a sufficient level of detail, you know, of clutter of terrain that you can't see through, you'll need to sort of slow down, slew around, maybe go heads down, you know, zoom in where necessary. You can't just keep the same speed throughout, which is also why scan mode, I mean, it's neat, you know, where it goes full Cylon mode, left to right 10 degrees of where your aiming point was, automatically scanning, and you can just keep your eye on the background, but yeah, you'll need to take manual control if you think there is something that you spotted that worth investigating further. And in case you were wondering, there are all these mission descriptions about it. So on the previous medium difficulty mission, it was the Yisr Shuhur, probably mangling that pronunciation. The 16th Infantry Regiment is in charge of the area around this regional capital. Insurgent forces are holding the wooded hills west of the town and even managed to take control of some parts of the eastern plains. The ground troops need all their help they can get in a variety of coin tasks. Farb London is available 2 kilometers east of the city center, which I did use. It actually told me I could use it, which, you know, I went through the stupid way of just assuming. Just remember that when I was trying to rearm and repair, those menu options were grayed out. Ignore that, just try, you know, the grayed out option anyway. Might have been my ground radio setting, but I don't think that should affect it. And then the current one is this Aleppo, you know, hard difficulty. And then the German advisors are supporting local forces trying to get hold onto Aleppo, but they are being pushed back by numerical superior insurgent forces. They're desperately trying to prevent encirclement while civilians are fleeing the city. Okay, that sounds bad. The British JTACs are well trained and give you proper 5 lines to your targets. I wish I knew what a 5 line was. I should probably read up on that before doing this. But I'm not going to. Which you will need, since sticking your head too far over roof height will certainly attract the attention of Manpads and Zeus AAA. Fun stuff. So up ahead there, that is the city of Aleppo. And yeah, so fleeing civilians, so obviously there will be things to not shoot, and the Germans and the British JTACs. And then, yeah, that's nightmare terrain in terms of covering everything and every pocket where the guys could be hiding in. So I can totally understand that I'm not, you know, maybe the hovering and getting a high perspective, which would be ideal, it's not going to work out as well, because also I've got a SAMS listed as being there, and this little zone here is where they can reach. So I was hoping to get a better view from above, but this is definitely going to be a down low scenario. So I need to start sticking to the roads, so to speak. So you know what, I'm going to keep route mode on, and I'm going to deviate by the pedals and the stick. So essentially I am quite literally fighting the autopilot right now, but you know, it's fine. It's going to redirect me back towards, based on, I suppose it's set to desired heading at the moment. Yeah, desired heading is fine. I then need to follow the track 2 there from waypoint 3 to 4, because that's not how I'm flying this. You know, it's not literally a circuit that I'm flying, I'm straight out heading to 4 as a standalone point. So I can just have it follow desired heading. Let's just get below Sam Ridge. Okay, you can see already I'm masked. I don't need to go much lower down. And I can just slowly ease up on the tension of my stick, and route mode will try and return me back to getting on heading. But yeah, so according to the database of terrain info, I am, you know, masked now from those zones. As I gain altitude, it'll start blotting out an imperfect circle until I'm fully within sight again. But now I should be within range of those longer range SAMs. I mean, those things are stretching out beyond 20 Ks, so I don't know, maybe they're S300s or something. As I approach close to the city, and you know, they start talking to me, I'll probably need to stick a bit lower down, because then I might not have the shoulder or range stuff.
We're still holding the center of the town. Enemy forces have taken the north part of the town and are pushing in from the east, already reaching the airport. Enemy AAA and ISM north and east of town. Reference point, Citadel, marked with green smoke. Whatever you do, stay low. Report ready to task.
Okay, so there's still another incident of the town. Enemy forces have taken the northern parts of town and are pushing from the east, already reaching the airport. Okay, so they're coming from there. My guys in the center. Enemy AAA and IR SAMs are on the east as well of the town. And reference point is Citadel, which will be this green smoke. So I need to preferably put a tailing target or something on the green smoke. Now I can stay low again.
Roar, this is 46-7, enemy infantry in the yard between the trees. They're regrouping. Friendlies are 7 meters south. No mark. Towers 303 degrees, 7 kilometers from BP Circle. Towers infantry directly east of the mark between the trees. Army is northwest of the smoke. Use TAS rockets. And that's north. Falcon, 35 degrees. East-west, southwest. No other restrictions. You're cleared hot.
Okay, so they are... Friendlies are 700 meters south. I'm assuming with battle point Citadel. And the target is 3037 kilometers from Citadel. Infantry directly east of the mosque. 100 meter northwest of the smoke. Use 8x8 rockets. Okay, that's very much... There should be 7 Ks to the left of the Battle Point Citadel. Let's take off hover mode. Do I stay in the outskirts and try and scan this? In a mosque, unfortunately I didn't get all the rest of that. I should have actually just used pause, you know, freeze framed it. Put an altitude hold. And I just use the collective brake to reset my altitude. Marker. It's about there, if I gauge correctly. Here's the magic of video recording. I can go back and check. Turns out it was 303 for 7 Ks from reference point Citadel, which is the green smoke. So if I lased it correctly, it's that. If I didn't and it's actually from there, then obviously it's going to be further up here somewhere. So I need to look nearby a mosque, and 700 meters south of that is friendlies, if I understood correctly. If I can't find this, then I'll need to maybe check if it's 303 for 7 from there, or just skip this task. Let's say to use rockets. I'm going to keep burst mode to what it is at the moment. And let's say to stick low. I'm going to keep altitude on for now, even though I'm not using the rotor brake to reset it from 10 meters above ground. Of course, doing that, I lost my ERBL. You know what? I'll put it on ball sight mode now. And we're gonna have to wing it like that.
Lower gear. Lower gear.
It's fine. That's also fine. That's totally what I could do. So roll fail, doesn't matter. Altimeter is still working. Did I just absorb all of that impact in my nose? All hail interesting damage modeling slash, you know, seriously thick spaced cockpit armor, which the KA-50 has. So let me try that, heading down a bit, lower again. Keep my speed up. So that ERBL crosses a bit further than I should be. And the direction I'm heading from is south, so I should be overflying the friendlies. Unless they actually popped smoke to show me where this is, but... So does this mean I'm heading instead of 303 for 7 from what I thought was the green smoke in Battle Point Citadel. It's going from the waypoint on my Everest, or PVI as well. I'm assuming the Apache will also have waypoints marked in it. Hind, I'd suggest using a bit of good old navigation. Whenever I rise a bit higher like this, I pop a few flares. That should be to the right of where I put the cross, because the cross is actually 8.5 clicks out instead of 303. And I'm gonna go flight director. Yeah, that cross position should be a little better, and I just need to watch for friendlies to the south 700 meters. I'm assuming it's 700 meters of that citadel. Not citadel, that mosque or that smoke. I'm not very good at that.